Hey, this is Shamini from the Happy Film Company, and I'm giving you a little tour of our equipment. I'm going to tell you about my favorite lens. This is the 35mm 1.4 from Canon. I do have the L series, so there's that little red stripe around it, which indicates that the quality of it. It's top quality. It's, instead of this being glass, it's actually fluorite, which is a type of crystal. Beautiful, like green, blue. Actually, I have a piece of fluorite right here. I collect crystals. This is a piece of fluorite. You see that? It's beautiful when the light comes through. It's like green and purple, and that is what this lens is made of. So when you look in there, you can see those colors, and that just creates such gorgeous images with that quality of a glass. So the 35mm is an all-around awesome lens. It's the reason it's my favorite is because I can stand really far back and get a wide shot and see the whole park with the family looking really tiny. I can also be at a medium distance and get a nice standard portrait of the family's bodies, kind of, you know, you can see everybody. I can also get really in close and take a great portrait. And this is the kicker, it can go in closer, like this kind of close to the details, closer than all the other lenses. And it does create that little bit of distortion, which I love. So it makes it possible for me to like zoom in on somebody's lips and I can still see their arms hugging somebody else, but the focus is right here. The other lenses that don't let you do that mean that you always have to be far away, which means you're always seeing all this detail and you're not putting a special focus on one thing. Whereas this is like, focus on this, but still, I want you to see everything else. So that's really cool. It's also incredible for video. So at the Happy Film Company, we do a lot of video, and it's really important. The lenses that are wider, so like the 24, the 35, the 40, which I also have, they're wide, which means that they pick up on movement a little bit less. They're more stable. So you're recording a video and everything, you're moving and it's like, smooth. When you get a long barrel lens, like a big lens, it picks up on all these little movements. So as you move, it sees the shakiness of your hands. So for video, you want these wider ones. And the 35, I choose that over the 24. 24 is a great video lens, but it's not a great portrait lens. People use 50mm a lot for portrait, and so the 35 is this great medium between the 24 and the 50. You can get this lens with different apertures. Obviously, like I have 1.4, which is as low as it goes, which means you have this beautiful depth of field. Everything is sharp, and then everything else is blurry. So you're focused and then blurry background, which is also beautiful for video because it means that you can like have the focus come in and out very powerfully. Excuse me. You can get apertures that are higher, like a 1.8 or something. It goes down in quality a little bit. I would recommend getting the 35 to anybody that's interested in doing family portraits, interested in doing videos, actually just really anything. I bought this when I photographed women before I photographed families, and it was beautiful because of that ability to be close, I could focus on a woman's face, but I could still see her body, but it wasn't focused. The body was kind of in the background. So it's perfect. I could talk about this lens all day. I name my equipment, this lens is called Joey, but it's a girl. So it's like a cute girl with a guy name. I also, one thing before we go, I do have a lens cap on it. It's just like a UV one, so it doesn't change the color or the haziness. It doesn't do anything. It's just basically a piece of glass that keeps this piece of glass very clean and safe. Whereas this one, you see, it's already kind of smudgy and scratched. That's primarily to protect the lens, but also, I mean, that's what it's for, but the reason I use it, and I only use it on this lens, is because this is the lens that I use to take very close-up pictures of children, and I let children touch my lens. I let them reach out and touch with their fingers and lick it and drool on it, because I believe that gets really cool pictures, like when the kid is really involved with the camera. So I have a protector on there. Whereas I don't usually get that close with my other lenses, so I don't put something on. This is the 35mm, it's my favorite.